So in this video we've got 4 replays in the Footcruiser, which is nearer to heavy tank for the Eastern Alliance. It's part of the Turtle collaboration they've got ongoing at the moment. You can get a 25% discount through the earn-up that's ongoing for the party wagon. That drops the price down to 8,500 gold, which is expensive. But I think for a nearer 2 tank it's okay. It's fairly well priced, I suppose. It's in line with the other tanks nearer 2. So yeah, a 25% discount. I don't think the big mega bundle's worth it. I think that's like 150 quid or something. Yeah, it's not worth it. So getting these tanks individually is probably the way of doing it. I've got this one. I've got the Shred Tread. I think this one's more fun. I tend to play this one more than the Shred Tread. The other one is probably better. But as I said, I got them at around the same time. I just seem to be playing this one more. Dual ATGMs is a big reason why. It's very good to get these ATGMs in, as you can see. It's sort of any Leopard, any M60, sort of any British heavy tank as well, Conquerors, Chieftains. You can go straight through the hole. So 1,700 damage on the double ATGMs. I'm just trying to get rid of this TR, bounce off his upper front plate and get a fairly big shot in there. Should have really aimed that first shot in better, but there we go. So those ATGMs, 600mm of pen, so not the highest penetrating ATGMs in the game, but fairly good. 890 damage for 1,780 for a dual shot. Penetration on the standard rounds 401, which is okay. Damage 540 with 1,080 double barrel, and here we go, another chieftain or a chieftain here. Yeah, both ATGMs went in. And this is the good thing with this tank. A lot of ATGM tanks, you do need to expose yourself quite a while. But with this one, the reward is 2 ATGMs in. So yeah, it's definitely worth taking those double ATGMs at the start of the game. So we're on Erlenberg, which I think is a pretty good map for this tank. You've got the long distance engagements for the ATGMs. People are distracted, as you can see. They're fighting down the 1 or the 2-3 line, not really looking this way. Get some nice shots in. We missed this one on the ELC even, but we've got just over 5,500 damage just from the ATGMs. Yeah, it did have that one shot on the TR with the standard, but just getting these more ATGMs into the Brennus there. Yeah, most tanks, apart from the T-72s and those type of tanks, you can do a lot of damage if you hit their hull. You just need to be careful with the Eastern heavies. Just firing at this Ignis in the back, just trying to get damage into that tank. They're very dangerous tanks they are if they're still kept alive. But we're 1 tank down. We do just want to try and get as much damage as possible across here. As you can see, the shell velocity is pretty good on this as well, 1,620 on the standard, so nice shell velocity. Accurate's not too like the highest, but it's good enough. So yeah, that's the Footcruiser. I think it's a very good tank, and it is a joy to play. Just coming into the end game now. So the enemy team they've gone over on the other side, just trying to dual barrel. I'm not too sure where that went. I zoomed out before I could see where that went. Completely missed. But we're 3 tanks up now. Thankfully, one of the ELC evens drove into the river, I assume. Yeah, just trying to push this ridge. You've got 8 degrees of gun depression, which is pretty good. Using the sort of the full gun depression, it does help your armour out. The armour on this isn't brilliant, but hold down with your gun depression, you can get some ricochets. So I was thinking that something was behind me because I was spotted, but then I've gone unspotted, and then yeah, my suspicion was true. There is a ELC even over there. I think these and well, I think the Weasel one is probably the worst in the Era 2, but these are very annoying to play against. Our light tank comes in. Quite satisfying to see getting that ELC even rammed. I think we just did track damage, but we get a kill on it, just coming up to just under 8,000 damage. A couple of kills, and a pretty good game in the Footcruiser. Just got one tank left. It's the Brennus. I think that may have been the one we ATGM'd earlier, but yeah, our ELC even finishes that tank off. So yeah, just under, as I said, just under 8,000 damage. We get MVP on that one. Didn't really get too brawly in that game. Sort of kept my distance. Used the ATGMs, and I was trying to fire them double barreled as often as I could. And then on the second game, LLA Main, again, I think another map that's pretty good for this tank. You've got lots of ridges that you can hide behind and reload. The distances are quite good. The view lines are quite good. And if need be, you can switch to the standard ammunition. And there's, as I said, lots of places where you can hide, duck round, fire double barrel, and get back into cover. So yeah, really good map for this tank. I think that's why I quite enjoy playing it, because the some of the maps are really good for this tank. Others not so much. But yeah, with the Shred, I can't help but compare it to the Shred just because they're the same collaboration, same price, same era, same vehicle classification. Shred might struggle on this map a little bit just with its derpier gun, but with these ATGMs, just firing them single shot now. We've got to take the shots when you've got them. I've noticed there's some sort of look like a Centurion or something over there. Something's definitely poking. So yeah, just backing up. Do just want to make sure. And there's something there. Can you see the orange camo? Because I wasn't too sure what it was or if it was going to move, but I just fire. It's not moving. And it's the Sheridan. So yeah, sometimes in Cold War, I try and when I'm picking camos, I actually try and think about what maps I'm going to be playing, or what maps are in the rotation, and just trying to get the camouflage to match as best I can. That's why I don't like these orange and pink and dark blue camos and all those type of camos that are in the game for Cold War. They just, as I said, if that person had selected a darker or a tan colour camouflage, I probably wouldn't have fired. I'm not too sure if that was a rock, but it's bright orange, so it clearly is. But we've got a few more ATGMs in there. As you noticed, I did fire at that heavy tank, switched targets to the side of the 4005 of the 2411's turret, and got a nice ATGM into the 4211's turret, and just relocating now. I think that we've lost that flank. We do have someone on our cap, and it looks like a lot of their team are actually engaged with our team, but I do just want to provide as much support as I can, see if we can get any more damage here, and we do. Just get another kill there. Yeah, these ATGMs are just great. They really are. They've got 100 meter arming distance, which is a little bit, it's fine, it's manageable. But yeah, it's the dual barrel McCarrack. I really do like it. The premium black Soviet dual barrel tank in World War II, the Tier 8 one. Really enjoy that. I do find the flexibility of the dual barrels to be pretty good. Firing both or single shot to keep the DPM up. It is really good, and with these ATGMs, just double-barreled ATGMs, just they are good. Got the light tank here, and I'm thinking I want to get both barrels into this one. We are nearly capping out. We've still just got one on there, but decided I'm going to go for the Enigma. Get 2 nice shots in there. Possibly I could have went single shot and just kept it perma-tracked. But just loading up one shell now. Was thinking about tracking it, but I just thought guarantee the damage. Go into the rear armour, and we just get the kill on that one for just under or just over 7,400 damage. Not bouncing too much with this tank. As I said, you won't bounce too much with this one. Its armour's not brilliant. I know it's a heavy tank, but you really do need to be hold down, using full gun depression, and I hate to say it, but hope for the best. Third replay, wrong thread van. This is a really good game. It's not the ideal map for this tank. The previous 2 replays have been what I would consider sort of ideal maps for this one. Thread van, the sight lines are quite narrow. You got hills, you got ridges. You do have fairly long sight lines. It's just they're quite narrow, and the wide ones have got you have to expose yourself quite a lot to get a good vantage point, especially with fine ATGMs. They're going at 300 meters or 308 meters a second. You will be exposed quite well. But I'm going up here. I've got the ATGMs loaded. I'm hoping either someone's going down the B line or someone's pushed into the corner. I could spot them with true vision, or they've gone into the middle. It looks like there's a couple in the middle. And I want to get my ATGMs off. Was hoping that they would peek again, and they didn't. Shouldn't really have fired there, but it is what it is. Loading up the standard rounds now. Looks like we're in a broadening situation now. Got a couple of mediums down below. Sometimes you just have a feeling that people are going to push this way, and sure enough they have. Getting spotted somehow, but there's the enemy tank. Get a nice roll foot, pretty much bang on the alpha damage, just 1 over. So when the shells do go in, they do a lot of damage. And I do seem to, because you're firing 2 shells, obviously you've got double the chance of doing module damage as well. So fuel tanks, engines, ammo racks, if you know where they are, you can do a lot of damage and a lot of module damage as well. I don't run any perks to help out the module damage out. Deadeye could be something to consider. Unfortunately, we missed one of the double barrel shots there. But on the commander, I've got Raphael, 6 cents, board leader, steady aim, rapid loading, for basic standard perks. And then this one is an 8 skill crew, just because I'm playing premium tanks. I thought I might as well just get the bit of commander bonus. Snapshot, run and gun, clutch braking and rapid aim, which again standard for me for Cold War. Just snapshot, run and gun to help the gun, clutch braking to help the hull rotation, rapid aim to help the turret rotation. And usually to round it off, a 9 skill crew, I'd have off-road driving, just to help the terrain resistances. And that's pretty much what you need really for Cold War heavy tanks. You can do other builds, but I think the vast majority of the time, those 9 perks are what you want. Could make the argument for Deadeye or something similar like that, but yeah, that's the 9 I usually run. And in these replays I'm running, well, most of the time I'm running a 1.5 times silver booster as well, so Standard silver earnings a bit lower than what is being shown. Negatives on this tank. The whole traverse I find is quite slow. The terrain resistance are pretty bad as well for some reason, and the turret traverse as well. So rapid aim, clutch braking help out with that. So it's not too bad once you get those perks on. Bad shot there. Really should have waited, but we get the kill anyway. We're getting YOLO'd by this light tank. Yeah, not too sure. I think this one, yeah, he does stop, and I'm not too sure if he's trying to get an ATGM into me, and he is, and he's way inside the arming distance there. But looks like he might have been his platoon mate coming up round, wanting a bit of revenge, and he thinks I don't know where he's going. So yeah, nice free aim shot there. And that's one thing I've since I came back to the game in 2020 or so. That's the one thing I've improved a lot on, the free aiming shots. Sometimes you might think you don't need it, but sometimes it is useful. So up to 5 kills, 5,900 damage. As you can see, missed that, went on to the tracks there by the look of it. But yeah, we're down 2 tanks, which in Era 2, Era 3 is pretty much, you've lost the game. That's the unfortunate thing with Cold War. In the end game, if one team's 2 tanks up, there's not really a lot the losing team can do, really. In World War II it's a bit different because more of the tanks are more specialised, but in Era 2 and 3 they're kind of all fairly similar, like modern tanks are. But it seems as though the enemy are sort of holding off. I'm going to just risk it. Don't really like those tanks up there that are hold down. There's not a lot I can do against them. Thankfully we miss a shot there. We do take a shot, but relatively small shot. I'll take that. I don't want to be in their sights. They're fairly hold down. Seems like they know what they're doing. I just want to get around this way. Firstly, if they want to shoot me now, they're going to have to move out their quite strong position. This forad, it is a 1 double tap for me, but I only get 1 in. Unfortunately missed the other one. So yeah, that's the thing. Both guns obviously have their own RNG, so one of them went in, the other one didn't. It is what it is. And I do want to try and get this forward out of the game. I know exactly where he is. I'm just elevating or depressing the gun so I can try and see over, see which way he's facing, see which way looks like he's going to go. But in this game, as you can notice, I've bounced quite a lot. 3,800 I've bounced, which is quite nice. As I said, the armour does very occasionally, it does work. Up to 6 kills now. Conqueror's come down. We've got a nice double barrel into him. Just trying to stay hold down best I can. We do get a bounce off something. Conqueror's come in to face hug, get a nice shot into the side of his turret, but unfortunately the EOC even managed to destroy me from within its arming distance. So got 7 kills, got the first class on a loss, which is pretty good. Just over 8,000 damage as well. So the damage wasn't too high as the other replays have got near that, but yeah, 7 kills in this tank. You can get damage out in this, you can get kills out in this pretty nicely. And yeah, the armour, as you could see from that previous replay, the armour does hold up sometimes. So last replay, we're on Fisherman's Bay, loading up the ATGMs. I know what I'm going to do. I want to just destroy this wall just in case I have to back up. See if anything YOLOs. Looks like there's a couple of heavy tanks coming. Looks like my teammates are pushing up a bit too aggressively than I would. And I know where that tank's going to go, and I know where I can shoot it through these arches, and we get the ammo rack there. 2,900 damage. Yeah. I was quite pleased with myself doing that. I knew where he was going. I knew where I could shoot him through the arch, and got that kill. Still got the ATGMs. Got a nice one into that BZ-70, into its lower plate. I'm not too sure if it actually went down and hit down onto its upper plate. Difficult to tell. Got the T-80 here. Not too sure how that went in. I think I was aiming for the wheel, so it did go in through the bounce, the BZ T-70, so bouncing 975. And yeah, as I said, sometimes with these eastern tanks, ATGMs just kind of get absorbed, but into the lower plate again of that BT-70. These ATGMs, especially dual barreling these, we're almost ready to go again. And there we go. So we've got another sort of like 10 seconds to make a decision as to what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go. And if I can, then double barrel these ATGMs. But as I said, sometimes I just want to keep your DPM up. So just keeping one in. I don't want to waste both ATGMs if I have to. But I've decided they're not going to push, and we're getting pushed on this flank, so loading up the standard, and just like that we've got one loaded in already. Yeah, no chance the ATGMs would have worked in this situation. Just going to use the double shot, see if I can get both in, and I don't. I just get one in, but thankfully the rock crawler finishes them off. Do want to now just try and push up best I can. Looks like the enemy team are stuck on that corner. Just want to see what's going on around here. Sure enough, that BZT-70 is still there. This is the thing, I don't think he's going to push anymore, because he's been ATGM twice pushing that corner. So I don't think he's going to push too far. So I feel fairly confident actually to make this push that he's not going to go. And yeah, sure enough, he's trying to side scrape. We do take a hit. Not too sure if that was a full high roll from him or a low roll, or it was just HE who was firing, but we've made the push now. Want to change my target to the light tank. This Leopard, he's trying to run away. He's stuck on the tank. I make a mistake there. I pull back slightly thinking he was just going to turn and fight there. I might make the same thing. This looks like that door frame trapped both me and him. But yeah, we get the Leopard out of the game. We've only got this M113 left. A nice kill there to finish the game and finish the video. So yeah, just over or just under 8,500 damage there on Fisherman's Bay. So yeah, Footcruiser, really good tank. I think it is worth it. I think it is a fun tank. It is one I'm going to be using quite regularly. The dual ATGMs are the selling point. They are very strong. I think the dual barrel mechanic is strong anyway, but yeah, hopefully that's giving you a good idea of how the tank is.